If you go on and take all the spiritual paths that exist and bring them all together, you'll find out that actually they all come down to three main spiritual paths. And let's say 3.5 because there is a bonus one that I'm going to let you know at the end. And if you use it, you will be amazed by how much you will grow spiritually faster than ever. So the first path is the one that we call as jnana. Jnana means that you are gaining intellectual knowledge about the human system, about spirituality, how your mind functions. The more that you feed your mind, the more that you expand your consciousness. And those understandings bring a certain evolution within your system. So a jnana yogi will be reading a lot of books, or a modern jnana yogi will also be listening to a lot of audiobook. Maybe as he drives, all the time that he can learn, he will be learning. He will be consuming content from gurus online about the human system. Out of this, the more that he can learn about his human system, the more that he can learn about his true self as the soul, the more intellectual knowledge he gains, the more his consciousness expands. The second path is the one of emotion. It is known as Bhakti Yoga. It is the path toward God. It is when you want to devote your whole life to God. And this one is a path of emotion for the reason that if you truly know that you are one with God at all times, if you truly make a conscious effort to feel God in you and in everyone around you, then for sure you will be blissful, you will be loving, you will be joyful, because you will feel that God is in you at all times. So it is a path where you control your emotion. You cannot allow yourself to be sad all the time, to be depressed, because it makes no sense. If you truly feel God, how can you be depressed? The more that you feel God, the more that you vibrate high in love and acceptance and blissfulness. So this path is extremely powerful. In fact, it is the quickest path to end the whole birth and death cycle on earth. The thing is, it's not the easiest path. It is very challenging to constantly see the beauty of life, to constantly vibrate love, even in the midst of chaos, even in these disgusting cities and the matrix, around all the stupidity that people do, around the stupid people who is ruling the earth at the moment. So it's a challenging path and a very powerful one, very fulfilling and worth it, because it makes you feel things that if you're not a Bhakti yogi, it's impossible for you to feel. You know, a lot of people took psychedelic or had some really deep astral projection or meditation experience, and they say that they experienced a glimpse of God, and that this love was so big, so immense, that there is no way for them to express it. Whatever they say about it, it's not enough, because it was so incredible. So this is Bhakti Yoga. The third path is the one of Kriya Yoga, which is the most potent and the safest one. The reason is because Kriya Yoga is all about re-engineering your human system from the root. The reason that your life is not the way you want it to be, the reason that you suffer, the reason that you get sick, that you get sad, that you get depressed, stressed, everything that is negative in your life is because of a lack of inner balance into your system. Because the external reality is a mirror to the internal reality. A lot of people don't want to accept this because it's easier to say, I am the way I am because the way things are. But it's the opposite. Things are this way because of the way you are within yourself. So a Kriya Yogi will be using method to totally re-engineer his system and create inner balance, such as a lot of pranayama, breathing method that will balance the right and the left hemisphere of the brain, so that if you're too emotional or not emotional enough, in both ways you're going to be balanced. They're going to use breathing method to enhance their oxygen capacity, because it is proven by science that it enhances your health, it enhances your intelligence, your immune system, your ability to focus, to be present. A Kriya Yogi will meditate every day, because he knows that the state of no mind, of silence of mind, is the key to liberation. When you are in inner silence, it is now that you can feel the blessing, the miracle of life, all the greatest emotion that exists. A Kriya Yogi will also use yoga to open up his system, because all the chakras, they also have some vein system, like for the blood. They are called nadis, and there is 72,000 of them. And when you open up your body with yoga, you also open up your nadi, which allow the energy to flow more freely within your system. So just because the Kriya Yogi re-engineers his system the proper way, he gets all the knowledge that the Jnana Yogi get, because his system is now properly engineered. Therefore, his consciousness is expanded, his intelligence is expanded, so his understanding also expands. Because the Kriya Yogi balance himself, he also start to connect with God naturally, because it is your lack of balance that create interference with you and Source. So which path is the best? Is it the Kriya Yogi? Is it the Bhakti Yogi? Or is it the Jnana Yogi? I'm telling you right now that don't even bother choosing. I actually find it pretty dumb to choose. If you are serious about spirituality, you really want the highest, you should take the three paths as one. Use jnana to feed your mind by reading book, consuming content online. Use kriya to re-engineer your system to realize liberation and to expand your consciousness. And use bhakti yoga to create a relationship with God, because you need one. God is source. Source is what you are. Whatever has been created by source, it has been created from source. So it is a must for you to come back to your root. And I'm not forcing you to have a relationship with God. It's totally up to you. But if you just expand your consciousness enough, no matter what is your religion, even if you don't believe in God, at some point you'll understand there is a source. And the more that you are connected to this source, the more your life becomes magical. And remember, at the beginning, I told you about 3.5 because there is another path, and it's called Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means that you use all of your daily activities to grow spiritually. And again, Jnana, Kriya, and Bhakti can be used this way. You can offer your work to God, transforming your daily activities into an offering to God, Bhakti Yoga. You can use your commute to perform some pranayama, to do some breathing method. This makes you use your daily activities to re-engineer your system, so your Kriya Yoga is now used in Karma Yoga. You see where I'm going? In fact, if you are true in any of those three paths, you will already be a Karma Yoga. This is why I don't really count it, because if you're a Bhakti only for a certain amount of time, you're a fake Bhakti. If you only engineer your human system sometimes a day and you forget it during the whole day, you're not a real one again. And if you are a Jnana Yoga, and all of the knowledge that you have consumed, you don't use it in your daily activities, you're a fake Jnana Yoga. So you need Karma Yoga at all times. So how do you feel about what I said? Which path were you taking, and which path will you take? Would it be the three? Would it be just one of them? Let me know, and especially why, because I love to hear about the spiritual journey of everyone. It is so interesting. I'm Simon, and together we grow spiritually beyond pretending. Hare Krishna.